Our surprise living end deck has claimed many victims. 4-0 the first time, and right after, Big Boy Keating took our exact list 5-0. Good job, Big Boy. Way to represent. But now the word is out. People know about our surprise fake out, so we gotta step up the deck. And right now you're thinking, how could our old version here possibly be improved upon? Leave that to Daddy and the power of the comments section. And many of you big boys have commented, the fairies gotta go to help Bloodbraid. In addition, since players might be expecting the switch, it would be a good idea to have the option of sticking with living end after game 1. And to do just that, my big boys have requested Force of Vigor. And the problem is this old version here does not run enough green cards to support paying Force of Vigor's cost. So I've made quite a few changes with this updated version you see here. The simplest change is that we're now running 3 Leylines in the main. And unlike the fairy, we do not have to worry about Bloodbraid hitting it. But now for the bigger change, in order to support 3 Force of Vigors in the sideboard, I have shifted the deck away from red-black to red-green, which means we're now running 4 Deadshot Minotaurs. So now the only card we really need black mana for is Demonic Dread. And this shift has changed quite a few of our lands, most notably Copperline Gorge, which happens to be my mama's former stripper name. And as for the sideboard, we now have an extra Blood Moon, an extra Anger of the Gods, and an extra Leyline. That's the deck. Let's get to the gameplay. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But without further ado, here's the gameplay, and I hope you enjoy.
Opening hand, too many Bloodbraids, so we're gonna mull. Yes, I like this. We could have a turn 2 Blood Moon if we're lucky, and we also have a Leyline. Gemstone, okay. And then cycle. Interesting. And then pass back. But they're probably mono red. What? Ensnaring Bridge. That blows. I don't even think we can win at this point, right? Unless their hand gets jammed up, there's a possibility, but I doubt it. Yeah, we'll play it out anyway. Cycle into that. And we could Blood Moon, but I don't think it'll do anything. So we'll just pass back. And ooh, they might be jammed. Oh, they're passing back. There's still hope. Cycle. And okay. And then cycle. And let's do something. Simian into Bloodbraid. Come on. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Swing for 3. They braid it. Sure. 5 cards in hand here. So we'll have to play 2 things to lock out this. But if they don't, that's 14, 17 down to 3. And if we can hit a Violent Outburst, that's lethal. Chalice of the Void on 0. Yikes. And 3 damage each creature? Why? They could have dealt 3 damage to both of us. Well, now we're kind of in trouble. I won't concede just yet, but if they can hit a land or 2 and dump their hand, then we in trouble. Oh, they pass back. Oh, yes. All right, now's their chance. Oh, wait, they probably have an Abrade, but it doesn't matter. We'll still go for it. Bloodbraid hitting nothing. Swing for 9, and then back to them. Maybe that's why they didn't deal 3 to both of us, because they knew they were in trouble. Oh, and there's a concede. Dang. I'm not gonna lie, I was very close to conceding there, but that was very nice. The magic gods must be testing us, because who would have thought match 1 we would need this? And with that, we go to game 2. Oh boy, no Force of Vigor. So we'll mull. Oh god. Well, we got Force of Vigor. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's so sad. Oh god. Yeah, we'll pass back. Oh, good. I don't feel so guilty now. Ritual. Karn. Opponent grabs liquid metal coating. They're trying to stop our lands. We pull a land, but now we're in a bit of a bind. I think we gotta go Crashing Footfalls here. Yeah, suspend, and then pass back. Opponent plays the coating, turning that into an artifact, sure, and then destroys it. That's fine. On the bright side, we'll take out these 2 hoes, dumping that. Hooray! But we're still kind of screwed. So back to opponent, and a Blood Moon. Well, back to our opponent. Opponent grabs that, sure, and another Blood Moon. That is fine. Crashing Footfalls fires next turn, and if we don't win with that, then I don't know. And oh, nope, we're screwed. I was hoping they didn't do this, but now they exiled their graveyard. They can now search for exiled cards, grabbing Chalice. Oh, cast that. Oh, but countered. Well, the fact that their crypt card is in exile means they can just keep repeating this loop even if we destroy it. So we're going to game 3. Going into game 3, we're going to switch things back to try and give our opponent hemorrhoids. And with that, let's go to game 3. Opening hand will make it work somehow. Cycle. Ooh, that make me happy in pants. Chalice. Oh no. And then they pass back. Cycle this hoe. And then pass back because we have no target for that. And what is this? Ritual. War Boss. Sure. I swing for 1, we take 1. I was trying to hit something here, decide what we're gonna do. Demonic Dread, yeah, we'll go for it. Force of Vigor, hit that, and then boom. They think they're so clever. This shiz again. Fail cycle. Swing for 6. Blood Moon, that's fine. But we can't attack. So now he's gotta hope for Force of Vigor sooner rather than later. Chandra, no. Oh boy. Another Blood Moon. Please, magic gods, give us the Force. Oh no. It's too much of a coincidence for this to be our first match. Like, what are the magic gods trying to tell us here? They're testing us. They're testing our faith. We must have faith in the magic gods. Come on, Force of Vigor. So I'll just pass back. Oh my god. Oh my god. And this thing's gonna ultimate next turn. That's gonna be bad. Shoot. Why, magic gods? Why? And on match 1 of all matches, where was Force of Vigor? Oh no, it wasn't coming anytime soon. There it was, like 10 cards later. Gosh, that stings. But to be fair, this is arguably our worst matchup. So the switcheroo is not gonna work on them because they can just play Chalice on 0. And on top of that, Ensnaring Bridge wrecks us in both versions. But on the bright side, this is only the first match and we have plenty of time to redeem ourselves. So now onward to the next one. Opening hand, we got the Leyline and the Cyclers, so we will keep. And ooh, opponent starts off with Inquisition, but we got nothing. Get wrecked. They just concede. So I take it through either Mardu Pyromancer or a Bridgevine, but Inquisition in the main deck? I think it's Mardu Pyromancer. It could also be Hollow One, but Hollow One doesn't usually run Inquisition. Interesting. Going into game 2, we're gonna switch things up on them, take out this for this, and with that, let's go to game 2. Another Leyline, I guess we keep it, even though the rest of the hand is balls. They're mulling 3 cards. Oh boy. It looks like someone didn't watch our last video. Oh man, oh my gosh. They have 2 cards in hand. They pass back without playing a land. This is going to be amazing. Oh, it's already amazing. They're passing back again. The happiness is immeasurable. Oh, they hit a land. We're in trouble. Whatever shall we do? 3rd land, and we'll get ready to fire it off on our opponent's turn. 2nd land, oh no. But guess what? Boom and boom. There's a concede. I think that might have been the easiest match of all time. So hooray for us. On to the next one. Opening hand, no lands, so we're gonna mull. Yeah, okay, we can keep this. And opponent starts with Hex Drinker. Cool. So I assume they're just green-black. And Inquisition. So we're gonna lose the Blood Moon. And then swings in for 2. End of their turn, let's cycle. And cycle. That doesn't help us. Might as well cycle. That will do. And luckily no more Inquisition, so they would have taken that. Opponent forces discard. We'll discard this, because when it comes back, it will be muy grande. So let's do it. That into that. Hit Lily for 3. And our opponent concedes, so we're going to game 2. Going into game 2, we're gonna give them the old switcheroo, plus an extra Blood Moon and Anger, and then dumping all this. And with that, let's go to game 2. Opening hand, even if they discard us, we're pretty good. So we're gonna keep it. And they bring in the Leyline. So hopefully that means they don't know what we're doing. But we'll have to blow the surprise here, suspend this, and pass back. Ooh, opponent passes back. They're stuck on 1 land. They were just like, Leyline keep. Oh, silly them. Oh, they hit a 2nd one. Okay. Dark Confidant, and then cycle. Meh. With the Dark Confidant out, let's fire off one of these, and then back to them. And as long as we don't see a Maelstrom Pulse, we're good. Liliana, okay. Making us sack. Back on our turn, Simian, nice. It's probably smart to go Bloodbraid. Yeah, sure. Hitting Footfalls. And at this point, I don't think Liliana's a threat. So let's attack them directly. Now, the only risk is that we're out of Footfalls except for this, and the one suspended. So Outburst and Dread won't do anything. Please, no Maelstrom. What a loser. Because that's not a Maelstrom, and we have lethal. We shall Demonic Dread, making it so Kalitas can't block, and there's a concede. So the switcheroo takes another victim. And on that high note, what a great time to mention that I painted more deck boxes. A lot of you guys in the comments said you wanted a deck box with the color red on it, so here you go. But now, back to the gameplay. Opening hand seems pretty kinky, so we're gonna keep it. Starting with the Cyclers, meh, that's pretty bad. But on to our opponent's turn. Looks like we really needed that Leyline. Oh shoot, they were main decking one as well. And our hand's not great. Back to them. Opponent goes Faithless Looting, Vengevine and Bridge, and a Feeder. Opponent sacks a Supplier, and they also play the Big Hoe. I'm not sure which of us is gonna win this, but we could probably make a good guess. And at this point, I think it's better to concede so they don't see too much of our deck. So we're going to game 2. Going into game 2, we can be pretty sure our opponents bring in the Leyline, so we'll do the alternate strategy, and with that, let's go to game 2. Opening hand is bad, but we do have Leyline, so we'll keep it. We'll throw down the Gemstone and then pass back. Opponent starts with Faithless Looting, and they dump 2 Bloodghast, and back on our turn, nice. If they play a creature, we can do this, but back to them. Ooh, and they hard cast Bloodghast. Cycle, and cycle. Okay, well, at least we can do that next turn. Back to our opponent. Opponent swings for 2, and hard cast another, and plays the Feeder, and then we'll just fire it off on our opponent's turn. Hopefully they'll attack, and we can send them all to Jesus at once, or at least 2 of them. So Outburst into the Rhinos, and then blocks like this. And there's the concede. Now the question is, should we stick with the same strategy for game 3? I think so, because the fact that we saw Leyline in game 1 means they probably have it still. So we'll keep things as is. Opening hand, no Leyline, but we can turn 1 that, or turn 1 that. So we'll keep it. Whoa, they play such a player with a big hoe in there, and I think we just gotta go for it. Demonic Dread, hit that, making the tokens and pass back. And as long as the big hoe doesn't come out, we're fine. Opponent hardcast Bloodghast, sure. We should still be okay. Playing for 16. No blocks from them, but even if they play the big hoe, we can still prevent it from blocking if we hit a 3rd land. Altar of Dementia. Sack the Bloodghast, but luckily no bridge. They sack the Supplier. Well, apparently they had nothing because there's a concede. So in conclusion, was this deck amazing? I mean, 4-0 last time, 4-1 this time, 8 wins, 1 loss. It's pretty good. But now the question is this version with Force of Vigor that much better than the last version? It's hard to say, because when we look back to the green-white Infect video, we saw in the Infect video part 2 that we really needed Force of Vigor, because Chalice on 1 against Infect is really good. And also Blood Moon is really good against Infect. And likewise, this deck struggles against Chalice, so there is a very good argument why we need Force of Vigor, but it feels like both versions could work. But for the sake of a conclusion, we'll deem this version the better of the 2 versions. And with that, we wrap up this video. And as always, I hope you have a great day.